And now this time I say, hey, and welcome, and my mic was off. I know that that's not even the intro music I want to use. And I was trying to prevent that little 10-second delay where there's a little gap and sing to y'all in the background and my microphone was off. Child, we try. We do the best that we can. Happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday. Let's get this rolling. We can get started. Like I said, if you come into the room, like the video, leave a comment in the comment section, share this video. We share your videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Cash App is there for those who would like to partake. Yes. Please always keep your notifications on because baby, like life just really be life, and I'll be trying to be here for y'all. And this is reality TV, so I also have this is allegedly, okay? I don't need no problems. Life is good. We don't need no drama. We just talking. Here to have a good time. We're going to get into it. Supposed to have 3 weddings. Did it go that way? Yes, no, maybe so. We're going to find out. We know we didn't, but we're going to talk about it. I'm going to bring my first guest up. I have Inga, a.k.a. Ginger Snaps, that's going to be here to help me clear the people out today.
What's going on?
Yes. Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm all right, hanging in there.
All right. Got Nita the Diva is also in the building. Let's bring her to the stage.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much.
I got a couple of little notes here, just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. And after I took these notes, I'm like, I ain't really need no notes. Ain't that much happened. But yet here I am, still aggravated with the show, but I'm still watching. So, I mean, I guess it is what it is. What was your thoughts on the episode? We'll go with Ginger Snaps first. What's your thoughts on this episode? I know you kind of over it, but aside.
I get over these reality shows real fast. I be trying to be hanging in there with them, but they irritate me so much. Yeah, I get over it real fast. But anyway, I ain't really think nothing about it. It was just we knew everything that was gonna happen. I mean, except only thing I didn't know that was gonna happen. I knew that what's the girl? Is it Marissa? Whatever her name is. Mm-hmm. I knew her and Ramses wasn't gonna get married, but I thought that he was going to do it at the altar. Yeah, mm-hmm. But otherwise, I knew they wasn't getting married, and so everybody who got married is who I thought was going to get married.
That very true. Look, sometimes you need to bring your flames with you, Ginger Snaps, because sometimes you got to put these people in the fire. Because Ramses. Oh, I mean, we knew, but at the same time, there we go. It didn't stop me from being aggravated. This time for me to aggravated. Nita, your thoughts on the episode before we get into it? Oh yes. It's a natural melatonin. Just put you right to sleep, huh?
Girl, yes. They could have kept it. Send me straight to the reunion. That's where we need to go. Right to the reunion.
I don't think you're going to get what you want though in the reunion.
I know.
I think they already pre-taped it before a lot of the stuff had already came out. So I don't think we're gonna get what we want. So
I think it's only been 2 weeks ago, didn't they?
Yeah, after episode 6 or episode 9, maybe after episode 9. I think when did the Tyler reveal came out? I feel like they did it right after that first initial reveal. I can't remember what episode that was.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
So.
Yeah, but I thought it was fairly.
The last 2 weeks, yeah. They still not going to address everything,
right? You know how Nick and that child.
Well, they might not have no control on it. They just the host. They working like we work our job. This is a job. They just getting paid to host the show. They don't have no control over it. I think the producers tell them what to say and what to do and all that kind of stuff. So I can't put it on them.
Last year, they kind of leaned in with the TikTok of it all and kind of, or the clock app, the social media, and kind of went that way. But I feel like they too have their favorites and sometimes they let people slide. And, I think what I heard as a rumor is that Nick is going to get more heat than Hannah coming up on the reunion. And I'm not happy about that. But, it is what it is. There's some things going on behind the scenes. So.
Okay.
And that one year that they tried to do it live, that was a disaster. So I'll leave the live alone. Some
Wait a minute,
people,
what season was that? They did it live.
we're in 7, maybe 5 or
I'm about to say
somewhere
4 or
around there, 5 or 4. Yeah.
Okay, why was a disaster? What happened? I don't remember.
I
I had
think
to
the
go back.
server
I
the
got to go back
server
and watch.
crashed. The server crashed. It didn't come up on time. So like now, where we're supposed to have it at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be pre-taped. They had some issues getting it up. There was a message on Netflix. It was and then when it finally went live, I could see it, but everybody couldn't see it. So like they were streaming it on the Clock app. It just
Well, it
never
might be
went
better now
live.
because Netflix has done some live things. Remember they did Chris Rock did
Yeah.
a live a concert and
Mhm.
a comedy show, and then somebody else, Kevin Hart or
Right.
somebody did live. What's the other one? Got Cat Williams did. So I think they
Yeah.
have probably perfected it now. They got a little bit better. Maybe back then, that was a few years back. They didn't.
Yeah. It's
We
bad.
had to wait and see.
I would
They may not
I
take
would
no
hope
more
so.
chances though. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, because we
Yeah,
was
I
hot.
remember that, Miss Kira, because I was like, I can't see, and people was live tweeting, and I was like, I'm still not in here yet. It was a
Yeah,
mess.
because I got in and then somebody said, like I said, they were streaming it live on the Clock app. So I was like, well, go over there and watch it. And then it was just like, it was kind of like one. And for all of that, and we still did not get like what we wanted. So it was the same as any other reunion. It just was live.
Right.
So it wasn't like it was
Oh,
like,
so
oh, we're going.
it didn't make any difference. It
No,
wasn't
it
like it was
wasn't like we're taking
Oh,
questions from the audience. No, we didn't do that. So what do we even do this for? And then a lot of people had to watch it the next day.
Well, most reunions are not live anyway on these shows. So
Yeah.
well, it is what it is.
but yeah,
All
it
right.
was a snooze fest for me.
We gonna jump
We could be
into
up here
it.
for 15 minutes for real. I mean, talk, and then we can start talking about something else because they wasn't even really. It was nothing.
It's funny
I didn't
because
expect anything. I didn't expect
me,
anything.
me neither. The wedding is never eventful, and I just didn't have time for it to get because they have the reunion looks already. So I figured we'll just go through that on a reunion video instead of going through it twice. And I'll do everybody's looks. And then also Marissa did a article in not Vulture. Vulture was Alex. One of the publications, and I was thinking about just going like doing a separate live and maybe just reading through the questions on that because that was kind of lengthy. We'll get into it a little bit, but I was like, I don't want to take up too much time here with that. Just like with the whole Marissa and Ramses thing, I feel like they drug that on a little bit too long because they were expecting to have a third wedding.
She was on the floor crying and begging.
We're gonna jump into it. Let's get them.
Yeah, it was
Them
bad.
up here. Shane will
It
be
was
here in a
embarrassed.
few. Yeah. I got my trash can here for him. So we kind of pick up where we left off, talking about falling in love and it being a risk. And he spoke to somebody from his family, his brothers, somebody's mama's something child,
His niece.
whatever.
He was
Yeah,
talking
the
to his
niece's
niece.
mom or some. He talked to 2 people, I think, and he was saying that he didn't realize he hurt his ex the way that he did and I said, oh, tell me he's still in love with this ex. He's like, love isn't enough, which is true. But when you come on this show, that should not be your thought process. I was like, if you didn't want to get married, I know you were married before, but if you didn't want to get married, then why come on the show? And it kind of reminded me of there was a Asian guy that said on one of the previous seasons that they kind of said that to him that, oh, even if you don't be married and recently divorced, like just come do the show anyway. So I was kind of feeling like maybe that was the thing with Ramses, but it just still irritated me that we did it and we took it all the way to this point. So she's kind of trying to
Shayna's backstage, by the way.
He is? I don't even see her. Oh, you know what? Oh, there you are, girl. Hey. Sorry, Shayna. Neatest thing was I couldn't see you.
She was like, Shane will be here in a few. Like, girl, I've been waiting.
Oh, I couldn't see you. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. So he said he wants to be logical and not lead with his heart. And she's like sitting here trying to meet him halfway through the BS. She's trying to talk through it. And I was like, sir, just kind of say between the military and the whole sexuals and baby thing, like, I just can't do it. And then he starts talking about her energy. which when she didn't have energy, that was a problem. The man just want to have sex. I don't know why he just don't say that. And I felt bad. I remember her saying that in the pods that people liked her energy. It was great. And then it's too much. And then they leave. And that's kind of you just doing the same exact thing coming. So I said, even though we saw this part coming, I just hated it for her, the way she was sobbing on the ground. We all been there. This, I guess since it's so intense, we got it in a short time frame, but baby girl was breaking down. But he honestly did her a favor by not doing this at the altar, in my opinion. And she called her mom, and I said maybe that's why the mom was so nasty and so rude, because she kind of saw him for who he really was. And I said, and then there were two, and I said somebody's getting fired in my Beyonce voice. But let's get into it. This, because after that ain't much to talk about these two. We thought we was going to get to see her in this lovely wedding gown, and at least she get jilted at the altar. But I'm going to ask you specifically, because I remember I was talking about we would rather them break up prior to the wedding than at the altar. Do we feel better that it wasn't at the altar? Because I feel like this was worse. I feel the way she carried on, it was worse. But what are your thoughts?
I'm glad. I don't like when you don't embarrass me. Well, she embarrassed herself, really. Mm-hmm. He didn't embarrass her right here. She embarrassed herself, crawling on the floor, begging and grabbing on his ankles and damn near dragging. Like, you just begging and want this man to marry you so bad, regardless that he's saying, look, I don't want you. And you say, please marry me. Please pick me. Please. That's just ridiculous. I mean, she embarrassed herself. That's just my opinion. I don't like them doing that at the altar, personally. No, don't have me bring my grandmother and my grandfather, and they're in the wheelchairs and walkers, and got my family and everybody there. And then you said, sorry, we ain't gonna get married. I know that's the game show, right. But we can do it, even if we got to have it on camera like this, but just don't have me at the altar and doing it. I just rather, and we can sit down and have a conversation, sort of like, even though I don't like Hannah, but at least Hannah and Nick sat down and had a conversation. It wasn't wasn't and like this.
I got my trash can and my broken heart here, because what we didn't see, which I kind of assumed is what happened, that she did address in the article, is she was trying to give the man an out, like Clay wanted with AD, and said that she was willing to date him and take marriage off the table, and they could live in their respective locations and do it that way. And he just didn't want her. I don't know if it's that ex or he just didn't want her, but he didn't want to go no further.
I think it was getting too serious for him. Like, once they start talking about, even though he's still garbage, I ain't giving him a pass. Yeah. But I think it was once they started talking about babies and all this other stuff, I think it became too much for him. And then the military and all that. And he should have just told her early on. You know what I'm saying? Just said to string her along.
I feel like the only thing she changed was the timeline with the baby. I feel like the rest of the stuff he knew that in the pod. So I feel like he was kind of playing games. But I guess that's what we're here for. Anita, what are your thoughts on Ramses and Marissa?
Oh, I was really heartbroken.
I was too.
I was heartbroken because she was just looking like she was in so much pain. But I think Ramses really did her a solid, even if she doesn't see it. You can't see it. I really think she did him. He did her a solid, because they just did not align. None of their values align, and all of those are red flags. And so I just really think that it seemed like once she took the box off the table. He kind of changed his tune. Like, we talking about condoms. It was just a lot of stuff.
I'm not going to be able to do it.
Right. It seemed like she took it off the table. He was like, deuces. I said, well, damn. He had to do it like that, though. But I'm glad he did.
I'm just glad he did it, though.
Yeah. Do it at the altar. I hate when they do that at the altar. So, yes, let's just have a conversation. Yes, I'm embarrassed.
Okay, so you felt better that he did it. Okay.
Yeah, not
Shayna, what are your thoughts on Mr. Ramses and Marissa?
She went on an interview and saying that she wasn't begging. Like, if this isn't begging, then what is? What are you talking about? Yes, you were. The first time I was like, okay. But after the fifth, like, he said he don't want you. Please pick your dignity up and just go.
And we saw the time change in the background, and she said the conversation was for hours. So yeah, yikes.
Yeah, I'm like, are you just doing? I think she just wanted to be married. She didn't care who it was with. Like, I don't even think she wanted him that much that she was groveling. It was just she just wanted to be married, and she was so close. And then her mom get to say, "I told you so."
I agree.
But,
She just want to be married. She
yeah,
just
because
want to
I
be married.
mean,
I'm
it
gonna
was
go on and
fine.
marry the girl.
Signs
I'm
all
gonna go
along.
ahead and marry her just so she can go and get married. I'm gonna go on and marry because I mean, just like she just wants to be married so bad. She just want to be able to put that gown on and walk down the aisle with somebody. Like this,
Yeah.
just find a puppet or something to stick up there just so she can get married. She just want to be married.
He was
Yeah,
giving
good
signs
Lord.
all along that he just wasn't really. I mean, we knew he was gonna say
Yeah.
no. It was just.
Hey,
I mean,
Brillo.
who knows how she would have reacted had this happened at the altar. It might have been worse. So I don't know.
Oh my God. Yeah, she would have been crawling around in her gown on the floor or something. You know, it just been
Then the mom would
embarrassed.
have been acting out. It was just a whole thing.
No, yeah, because to me, uh congratulations on the wedding. I mean, just to shut her up, I'm gonna marry her. You know what I'm saying? Goodness gracious. I mean, she was just doing too much. Yeah, because remember how I thought that was embarrassing with last season. We already talked about that with AD and Clay.
Mm-hmm.
So no, you yeah.
Let me find out Brillo watching Love is
Uh-oh.
Blind.
Mrs. Brillo got you
Brillo
watching.
probably watching with Mrs. Brillo. He probably
Yeah, that's
watching
what I was
Mrs.
saying.
Brillo.
Right.
There'll
Review
be a
it
lot
next
of them. They'd
season,
be like,
Brillo. Right, peeking in. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like for her saying she wasn't begging and people feeling bad, like, oh, I've been there before. I've been there before, but not on camera.
yes, that
The
part.
minute the cameras would have been sitting there,
And the
no.
camera person is right there in their face, so it's
Yeah,
not
like
like it's a
it's no
hidden
way.
camera or something. So she
You're
know the
not getting
cameras
that
is
out of
right
me
there.
on camera.
You
Baby,
and
I
you're
would
not
have
gonna
went
know.
in the
on camera.
bathroom.
And
I
yeah,
would
cried, yeah.
held my mouth and been sliding all over that floor.
But
Yeah.
What is going
really,
on
she
in
ain't
there?
losing out on nothing though. Come on, look at
No.
him. She
No,
ain't
she's
losing out on
not.
nothing.
I mean, do y'all really think
Mm.
he like? No, I'm not gonna leave it alone.
Halima said, I'm glad he dumped her before the wedding. Her mother would have, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I know her mother was like, she was calling her on the phone and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know her mother was like this.
Yep.
Low
I
key,
think somebody said
Mm-hmm.
she asked her to put him on the phone and she wouldn't do it. But I think she said they had a conversation on something, but the mother was like, I guess she wasn't giving the reaction that we thought that she was gonna give, which is why I want to read that whole article. But that she was kind of
said the
asking
mom
the
said
same thing if
no.
she was sure.
Yeah, the mom said like, "Don't do this to my daughter." Like, oh, this is making it even worse. You should have kept that to yourself, Mama. Please don't go on here begging no man to marry me.
And
Let
the
me
mom's
know.
supposed to be at the mom's supposed to be at the reunion, so maybe she's gonna give a little razzle dazzle there. She's gonna give us a little smoke, a little scuffle, a little something.
Oh, I don't know.
She said,
Hey, Faye, family and fun reviews.
Yeah, you know you was watching when your wife was watching.
It's okay to look. That's how most of the men be watching.
He was peeking around the corner. He was looking at a little bit of it.
You too. Have a good
Hey,
day.
family
Hey,
fun
Faith.
reviews.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Well,
They
I
had a little
mean,
weak ass bachelor and bachelorette party. The guys did the Wizards game where they got to come up there, and Tyler was so happy to be on TV. The ladies had a slumber party, which your girl, I love a good slumber party. Do not get me wrong, but if they get a Wizards game, we couldn't have got no better than that. No, okay. It was very dry to me, and I was laughing because Taylor was talking to Ashley because they were talking about their best friends in the pods and their pod best friends, and now they're getting married, and these are the only two having a bachelorette party. And she says that something about having non-negotiables and standing on in your business. I'm like, Taylor, speak for yourself, because Ashley is over there just looking bad. She over there looking bad. She looking bad. Y'all have anything to say about these bachelorette parties?
I just didn't appreciate the women's being so lackluster. Like, I mean, we can't get some entertainment.
I'm trying to figure out why this episode was an hour and 20 minutes.
That's
it could have been 30 minutes.
We had 20 minutes of
honestly.
20 minutes of Marissa sliding down the wall, and about another 15 minutes of this bachelorette party, and then the other
sliding down the wall. Lord have mercy.
He was crying for 15 minutes. Like, okay,
He was doing
what's
that.
the next scene? Like,
Okay.
Oh,
y'all, it's
Lord,
only
that's
two
funny.
couples. I'm like, we
Yeah,
already
we
know
had
about
15
Tyler and
minutes
his
of the
kids.
bachelor
We
party,
don't.
and then the 2 weddings was 30 minutes piece. Boom, there you go. Not even.
They really could have
I
schooled.
would rather gone to the Wizards game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I would have had a good old time at the Wizards game.
Yeah. All of this could have been at the end of the last episode, honestly, in 15 minutes.
Yep.
Do that.
That part.
They didn't want to do that, child. Okay, so dry, nothing else.
Dry.
I mean, well, about the bachelor party, or the
Yeah.
bachelorette party. It's just,
Either or.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, some women like that type of thing. Me, I wouldn't want that. That to me, that's take me to a sports game like that. That would have had a good time. You
I
know,
like a slumber party, but not for us being on TV and they got to go to the Wizards game. Like, no,
Not
give
for
me
my
something else.
bachelorette party.
Exactly. We can do
Especially
that.
if I'm
please
married.
don't give me, and please don't give me none of them men in my face and all that. I don't like none of that crap.
I don't like that.
Nah, me either.
Ashley marrying Tyler, she not gonna get no honeymoon. He's already broke. Like, at least let her give
They
her
had
a
the
nice
honeymoon. They went to
bachelor party.
Cabo. That was the honeymoon.
That was the
That was the honeymoon.
Reverse.
When they was riding on the camels and all that. That was the honeymoon. No,
right,
she gonna have to pay his child support. That's what she gonna have to do.
Well,
Because they will come after the wife for the child support. Okay,
Didn't somebody say he got evicted before he got on the show? I said, ugh.
Oh no,
yeah.
I
They
don't know.
got like 7 evictions.
What?
Oh,
In different.
Oh, it's getting worse and worse.
In different
It's getting
states.
worse and worse.
I feel sick to my stomach.
Oh
In
my
different
God! See,
states.
I be trying to give these Negroes a chance, but he is making it bad. More I keep hearing stuff.
Yeah. I think he had to be the worst husband or potential out of all the seasons.
Right.
The worst one. Let me think.
Yeah.
Husband.
We
Yeah,
had some bad ones though.
Husband.
A husband, not the ones that's in the part. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Well, now I said potential because I mean he lied about having 3 kids.
Okay, no.
What
What about that man? What about the man in season 1 or 2 who lied about being gay? And the girl, and they almost got the fighting out there in the pool. At the pool,
that was her fault. Cause girl, read the room. Just like with Rams. Oh, I'm not gonna take it there.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that guy was gay as soon as I saw him lay eyeballs on him. Okay, so that's just me. That's what I felt.
I don't know.
I guess. That's the thing. Like I said with Tyler, like give us a chance. Like some women are okay with that, but if she's not, let her know.
And he came clean pretty quick. Right. Like Tyler went on vacation, was living it up, and then finally said something. I'm like, no. You waited too long. You was up there fake praying, eating up the food. Like,
he was having his
laying on extra thick. He was laying on extra thick. Come on now,
too thick.
But not having no deep conversations about your life. Like you can love bomb me all you want, but I mean, okay, once we get past that, that's cute for a few minutes. But then let's get down to the get down. Let's talk about finances. Whether you got kids, don't have kids.
All he talked about was wanting to have kids in every conversation. Like, girl, you don't know a trap when you hear it. He's trying to trap you.
Yeah, if I were her in real time and knowing everything that came out, I would have got it annulled. I think it would have been.
Look,
I think it's too late now. Okay, Nita, you were supposed to get a sign. What? Put that little card
you know
down.
something. I'm about to send her a poster board. I'm gonna make her a sign and I'm gonna mail it to her house. I'm gonna make her a big old sign.
I ain't gonna work this week.
Nita, if you don't run down to Dollar General and get you a
big poster board,
I put a banner up there just for her.
What?
I add it to my banner just for Nita. Whoop, okay, all right.
No, we're not talking about all men. We talking about this clown. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some good brothers out there, but we talking about this dude. You know what I'm saying? He just the more and more. Now that y'all told me this about the evictions, that make it even worse. Now I got to pay. Now I got to pay. When you become somebody's wife, you have to take on their taxes, their child support, their eviction. All the stuff will come after her. Yeah. Unless she did a prenup thing. Unless she did a prenup.
I mean,
she didn't.
In Maryland, That is
You
how.
know she didn't.
But the prenup ain't got nothing to do with the child support, because if he owed child support, they ain't got nothing to do. That's something.
That's why the lady she was
The
on
court don't care nothing about that, and neither does the IRS if he owe taxes.
she
So
was
I
on
know, and
Jesse
I know
Wu
about
talking
that part.
about the law there, and saying that she should not commingle their money and that she should get a postnup. And I'm like, he should listen to this
Yeah, she should
interview
get a postnup.
because
Yeah,
yeah,
it ain't too
yikes.
late. Mm-hmm.
And
Is he
definitely
gonna
don't
sign it?
commingle his
No.
funds.
It would
It's
be
too.
Well,
annoying.
It's
then if
kind
you
of
don't
too late.
sign it, then we get a divorce. I mean, so that's
Right.
that's
I'm
how
saying
it's
it would
gonna
be a
be.
no messing with me. Absolutely not.
They
I
can't
think
get an
it's too late.
annulment.
It's been in
No,
the
I'm
year.
not
It's
with.
too late to get
But this
annulled.
time I'm on Nita's train right here. I'm on the same train track she on this one, because yeah, we would have to know this. Nah,
They can't get an
nah.
annulment.
It's too. Yeah, it's too
Well,
late.
then go do a whole divorce then. Just go on and file the
Yeah, I would
That's
do
paperwork.
a
what we
Like,
gonna
we
divorce.
ain't got
do.
no
Yeah, they don't
kids
got no
together.
kids. No
It
kids.
should be an
Hurry up and
easy
just.
thing. It should be a
Yeah.
non-contest thing. It should
He
take that
already don't
long.
got nothing. So I mean,
It don't have to take 5 years like Homegirl on Love and Marriage Huntsville. It don't have to take no long time.
Or Kenya Moore hair care.
Oh,
Jesus.
can you imagine? Yeah, 10
Oh,
years or how long it took her to get her thing on thing.
I
No,
would have pulled me a Yandy Smith and never turned in that paperwork, and I would just be. It would be a spiritual marriage. We'd be married in the eye of the Lord and nothing else.
Right.
child,
But
not
you
me
know,
going up for Yandy.
Ashley gives me big pick me vibes and my man, I'm a
Yeah,
stand
definitely.
by. So I would not be surprised if she is still in this thing.
And
They said
go ahead, Shane. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say they said she was in her fighting for her life in the comments on Instagram, like defending him still. Like, ooh, girl, come on now. I'd rather Marissa
and
be rolling
Ashley
around
from
the floor than
Potomac. Yeah, that's another one. She still ain't filed no paperwork. She ain't getting no divorce.
Yeah, a lot of them need to
Mm-hmm.
come with warning labels. Oh well, let's get our little.
I mean, listen, I'm for my man and standing by my man, but you got to give me a reason to stand by you. He ain't gave a reason. You know what I'm saying? I am a ride or die, okay, but I won't ride or die for this.
Not
no foolishness like this.
I'm not doing that.
Not for no foolishness like this. No, there got to be a reason for me to be. No, if he's a solid brother, I'm standing with him. I'm not standing with this because all this stuff.
I can't really think of a good reason why I'd be a ride or die at this point.
I'd rather die for these kids.
Now, you're a real good man. You might think different. So I don't know. That's just
Because
he'd be a good man. He wouldn't have me riding and dying.
I was like, think about it ethically or morally. Someone who would deny their children, and how does that make you look? Like, how do you feel? How do you feel comfortable giving him children, giving him a family, and knowing at any point in time this is what he could be on? Like, that doesn't scream red flag. Like, could you be next? Like, this is his biggest grift. He hit a lick.
That's why I see this. You see this little emoji I got over here? He's like, yeah, I got it now.
Rubbing his hands like Birdman.
And she told her family, I've been waiting for so long. I didn't think it was gonna happen. She only 31, right? Isn't she like 31?
Is she only 31?
Yeah,
31 is still young. You don't have to be. That's not like
society
too old to be a dummy.
But it ain't. I mean, it's not too old to get married, though. She acting like she's 75 or something. Like, come on, she ain't that old.
But you got to think about having babies. I think that's why a lot of women say that, because if you don't have like your eggs or something frozen and stuff like that, and then you get into geriatric pregnancies at like 35, so it's like you're rushing to be a wife so you can have kids. That's why I'm kind of glad I did it out of order, baby. Because please, yes, I ain't got to worry about having no kids. To be rushing to be nobody's bad son, but
right, yeah. If she has this child, she will end up being a single mother with no child support.
It ain't all cracked up to be what people say it is. I mean, but I don't want to discourage nobody for who hasn't had them. So I'm not going to.
By all means,
I'm just saying, but it's not all cracked up to be what people say. One and done for me.
Discourage you, so
yeah. We'll just keep our thoughts. If you in this situation, I would not advise.
I was about to say something, but I would be good.
You're gonna be doing it by yourself, girl. I would highly not recommend.
Before we get into this wedding, what you about to say?
Oh man,
Inga.
No, I'm just saying. I was saying. No, Shayna said no. We're gonna just keep our thoughts to ourselves on this.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying it's not all cracked up. People say this, but if you've never experienced it at all, look, go for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just be prepared, just in case that you might have to take care of that child by yourself, and just in case. I mean, you can have a husband in the house, and that don't mean he gonna be, you know what I'm saying, all right there.
Speak on
Look
it.
around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just
Me and Shayna,
be-
we be on the same page when we talking about parents.
yeah. I mean, it just.
My
I
son
mean, look,
asked me,
I love mine, and he's grown, but
I love
hey,
mine
they get on
too.
your nerve, you know.
Yeah.
I'm one and down. I was cool with the one. I don't know if I could have did it 2 and 3,
Mhm.
4 more times. I don't know.
I wouldn't
Look,
really
I dipped my
recommend.
toe back in there several times. I would not recommend it. I'm just
I
saying.
wouldn't. I would. Yeah.
I love them though. I love them. I love them.
I
I love
went and
them.
Yeah.
got snip. I went and got put that in the courts.
Yeah. Nita,
I
where's
got
the
them
index
cords cut.
card with the
Inga said,
disclaimer?
take all of this.
I got
I don't
I
have
got
one
the
for that.
cords
I'm
cut.
not making one for that. I'll make the not all men. I ain't making one for the kids. You use your discretion. You do what you want.
No,
I'm
do
just
what
saying,
you want to do. I'm not telling. I would never tell nobody not to do. I don't even tell nobody not to get married or anything. No.
the having the kids is a lifelong thing. She can't just get out of this. Like, girl, please
Yeah.
use your thinking.
Even when you try to get out of it, they find you. They follow you. You know what I'm
You
saying? You
can't
can't
get
get
out.
out.
And it's not no 18 years. This is for life.
Wow.
No, it's for try. Oh, damn. I
Well,
got to
that's the
do
thing. Like my son is
I got to do a
22, and
whole
I
another
always
segment on that one.
yeah, we need a whole. We're gonna
Like,
get into these weddings, but my son is 22, and I always because he goes back and forth, and I always tell him like, don't have. Listen, there's 2 more behind you, and I got kids. Don't have no kids for me. If you don't want to have no kids, don't have no. Don't let nobody convince you to have none. If you don't want them, don't have them. They're not for everybody. That's all
it's
I can
not for
tell him.
everybody.
So
Yeah, and I don't think people
Yeah.
should be putting pressure on women to have no
Right.
babies. They
I
need to
think in
nobody
Ashley's
have
case,
no babies.
look at Ashley's dad. Now I can,
Woo!
get
Okay,
an
let's get
idea
into
of
it.
why.
Oh yeah, she said the father
Let's
wasn't.
get into it.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
So
the
she
married
father
says
wasn't
that
on his
just
life.
like her father.
she said she's dreamt of this since she was little, and Tyler said he didn't sleep at night, but he has sent her some flowers. We revisit their journey, the proposal, and all of the wonderful moments after. Tyler's brothers and friends are seemingly surprised he's getting married. I said, wasn't he engaged before? And y'all just gave him the pep talk. Don't you come here talking about those kids, I guess, child. But they said that he wants to be in love his whole life. He keeps talking about wanting to make a baby. So she's talking to her friends about sifting through the clearance rack, aka the dating pool, and she finally found him and feels protected. This whole thing was cringeworthy. This whole wedding, I just cringed. She says something big would have to happen for her not to say I do. I said, are they going to give us one? They're not going to give us one. Her grandmother looked fabulous. I said, Ashley's grandma looked good. She said she wants to get married and stay married. That's someone she could trust. We started talking about the grandmother's marriage. And she says when her granddad passed, it encouraged her to build a relationship with her father. She doesn't want any man that would treat her the way he did her mom. He says her mom says she's healed. And I said, healed? I said, no, because she chose the same absent adulterer like her dad. That's exactly what she chose. So Tyler cries to his mom. I forgot he said his mom was from Peru. Well, where did he say that mama was from? Because I think the family had half the family disowned her. I said she kind of looked like Marissa's mom. And he's nervous, but he says he's ready. His dad wasn't invited. And we talk about that. And I said, and Tyler is repeating cycles because his mom's a single mom. His grandmother is also there. Ashley's dad kind of gives her, he says, don't dwell on the negative, focus on the positive. I'm like, sir, whatever. So they have these beautiful dancers come down. It would have been a beautiful wedding if it wasn't all a lie. Okay. They come down the aisle. She looks beautiful. Her dad walks her halfway, and then the mother takes it the rest of the way because she did all the heavy lifting, child. Tyler cries through his vows. I was so annoyed that I didn't care what he had to say. He says, I do. She has beautiful vows also. No surprise with him saying I do. She says I do. They jump the broom, talking about sweeping away. Or I said, oh God, the words of this whole show. Everything is just ringing in the back of my head. We sweeping away what? So anywhere that we want to get into with the Tyler and the Ashley and not breaking generational curses, marrying your daddy.
Exactly.
Well,
They
that
both
usually, but that is true. That happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact that happens.
they're
Yeah,
both
if you don't have a good father in your life, or even it could be vice versa, it could be for the mom. You know, you sometimes you
Mhm.
end up being the girl or the boy, man
Yep.
or woman, end up marrying somebody just like their parent who's absent or trifling, whatever the case may be. You know, that's a fact. That happens.
You would think she would want to do the opposite, knowing
No,
how her
that don't.
relationship was with
That
her
does not
dad.
happen.
But
how it
Nobody does the
ended.
opposite.
Yeah,
No,
but
nobody.
the reason why she is not because she's so forgiving of it. It's like she
Mhm.
doesn't even care that her father kind of had her mother doing the heavy lifting, and it feels like she just doesn't even care. Like she
But she
said
Yeah.
said
that
she
she
don't
didn't
want a
like
man like that. That's what she
And she
said.
said, yeah. I think she really thinks that Tyler isn't like that. Like she doesn't really realize at this moment what she's getting herself into. I think she does think he's better than her father.
I can forgive my father, but it just but that doesn't mean you should marry a man like your father. But most
I
of the
don't think she
time,
thinks he's like her father.
people
Yeah, she
end up
probably
doing
didn't
that.
think that.
I think she thinks that he's not like her father when he's
That's why
exactly
I
like
said
her father.
it was so cringy because it's like we have the foresight. We're a year into the future, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
cringy to watch that she's gonna have to find out that that's what she did
I
anyway.
feel like if she would have told her mother the truth, maybe, but she didn't. She don't want to hear the truth because her friend was like, "Girl, I don't know, girl." She didn't want to hear that. She was
right.
like, "He gets me coffee." Like, girl, what?
I
We
forgot
raising the
about
bare
that.
minimum. Like, what are we?
The
So,
bar is in hell, y'all.
okay, the bar don't
Nah.
even exist
Wait a
no
minute,
more.
because
It
he
don't even
said
exist.
he brings her a cup of coffee every morning while her asking. That's the
Honey,
least you can
That's the
do. That
least he
ain't
could
Right?
do.
nothing.
Yep.
I'm
I
putting.
Hmm.
I'm
mean,
making.
so what are we
I'm taking
saying?
you
oh,
and 3 kids
he
on, and all
brings
you
me a
bring is coffee.
he, he brings me a glass of water whenever I'm thirsty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta pay for the coffee, and you just bring it. Like, what,
I
nigga?
mean, I
Please.
don't. It's just oh my
Like
goodness.
what?
Baby, not you bringing home the bacon he fried up in the pan. I
Right.
cannot.
She didn't say he cooked the
Mm-mm.
dinner. He didn't even make breakfast.
Well, you
Just
know something.
coffee.
If
Like,
I am bringing
Lord.
home the bacon, then he better be cooking all the cooking. I'm not doing none of the
Baby,
cooking.
no.
If that's the case, because I know gender roles have changed now with the way things
Right.
are. Sometimes the woman make more money, but then you better be doing the cooking and the cleaning and doing all the things. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
Whatever
want
So
works
no.
for
don't expect me
y'all.
to
I don't
come
want
home and
no.
cook and clean if I got to bring home the bacon.
I don't want no housewife. But I don't know. Maybe it work for them.
It's whatever works in your relationship. I know
Everywhere,
there's certain things that I
yes,
wouldn't
because
stand
there
for
are some
either,
people
but
who the wife
yeah,
make more money. So that's a
y'all want to do.
yeah, do whatever you want to
Yeah,
do.
yeah, do, yeah,
We
yeah,
not
yeah.
doing it, but y'all do.
Yeah, all right. If you be with a man who denies his children, I don't care. Do whatever.
That.
Anything
Oof.
goes now. Do what you want. Like, do what
I
you
mean, as
want.
far as if she make him,
Like,
I don't know what he make or don't make, but if she makes more
I don't
money
think he
than
got no
him,
job.
a lot of
mm,
women are making more money than men. So
Yeah.
that would happen to any of y'all, anybody. That could
Yep.
happen.
Hmm.
But that y'all could make more money. But I'm not gonna be out here working and doing all the things I still got to be cooking and all that. Nah, and making homemade biscuits and stuff. No, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that.
if I do
Mm.
that and all you can bring me is coffee, like
That's what I'm saying. You got to
no,
be. I don't have a problem how people do their household. That's their business. But
Right.
yeah.
but this sounds crazy. And wait a minute, I got one question for anybody who want to
Hmm.
answer. Even somebody in the chat. What the hell is a nuclear security officer? Like his
He's a
job title, they
security
said
guard.
nuclear security officer. What is
Security
that?
guard. He is a
Yeah, he's a
security
security
guard at a
guard.
nuclear plant.
Hmm.
Read between
Then
the
just say
lines.
that.
No,
Nita, you
because
on
Netflix
mute.
like to give them all these jazzy titles. That's Netflix.
Nita was saying something. She on mute.
I know, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, because I didn't.
I was saying maybe he's a security officer at the nuclear plant.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
he don't
okay.
work there no more. We're gonna talk about that at the end because I
Right,
don't
'cause
have it
he
in my
had
notes.
another
We gotta talk.
interview where he's
Oh,
doing
you
like,
got all the juice. You got all the information.
I be in these streets.
I stopped even looking at the information because
I be in
it was
these
making me
streets,
sick on
y'all.
the stomach. So
Yeah,
You get on
because
TikTok, the information will find you.
yes, because Jesse Wu, I think Shayna was watching it too, did an interview with Storytime with Ricky from the Clock app, and they bought Bry is Tyler's child's mom, her ex-wife on, and we got to talk to the ex-wife and get them details. So we're gonna talk
the
about
last
that a
interview
little
I
bit at the
saw
end.
was the lady he had sex with and had them 3 kids. That's
No,
11. And
we
and
got
then
one
she
more
did
after
say in
that.
she in her live, she said her wife left her and moved to California somewhere.
And she lied, but okay, we're gonna get into that too.
Mm.
He alive, she alive, everybody else
Mhm.
dog
Oh
gonna
my
lie.
God.
Or she telling why she didn't. She said she left her and moved, but she didn't say why. She didn't just get up
Right.
and just leave. Like, why did she just get up and
Yeah,
move?
Nah,
because she
that was
had the
probably like
twin. They had the
6:30.
twins together, and then they say she left, and then she ended up getting pregnant again by this guy. And she said they had the old fashioned way. That's what
Yeah.
makes me just say, what are we doing here?
I didn't take no notes, so I'm gonna have to do this whole thing off the top of my head. But I was gonna say I think Shayna watched the whole thing, so I'm sure she can
Yeah, I
jump
watched
in
it.
when we get there. Oh Lord, any final words on fraud and pick me, child?
No, I just didn't really care for her dress. It's very
I
reserved.
like the first one she had on.
Right. I feel like she had on something that was much better. But I know she's
Yeah.
a very reserved girl because you remember when they were in the sauna, she had like this big old cover up on.
Mm-hmm.
So she is beautiful, body is on 10, but she's very reserved, She's just very reserved.
I mean, it ain't bad, but
Not
I see what
bad.
you saying. Yeah, I like the lace on the arms and all. It's not bad, but I did like the first dress better. I
Yeah.
agree. I like the first
Yeah.
dress better.
I wasn't really paying attention when it came down all that. I was on TikTok. I
Shayna was
didn't.
like, scroll,
I don't
baby,
really
scroll.
care. Pick whatever dress you want.
And I didn't realize that
Yeah.
Taylor's dress was short. I thought it was like a mermaid at the bottom.
She
I didn't
was
realize it was.
long.
She must have had a cut.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She might have had a cut because that dress
I thought I
was not.
was tripping. I said, when did this dress get short? I mean, it wasn't short, but it wasn't.
Well, I can tell you.
I didn't like the change.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Yeah. And it looked
Because
like
it
the
looked
thing is
less
gonna
like a
fall down
wedding
off her
gown.
It don't look like her breast is holding it up good either. It looked like it's gonna she's trying to hold it together with her arms to make sure it don't fall down.
I think it's just those sleeves.
Yeah, that's just how they look. They could be a little
She
heavy.
didn't have much up there.
Well, I can tell you one thing: her mother sure didn't look happy, even though the father was happy. He was very happy, the father, but the mother was like, "Yeah, okay,"
Somebody said I was watching somebody. They said the mama don't like that daddy. I didn't. I said, are they divorced? Her mom and her dad. I didn't. I don't. Maybe I don't know.
think
Maybe
they
I
are.
missed
I think
they divorced. I think they were together.
because somebody was saying
nothing to that man. She ain't look at that man.
Yeah, somebody was saying.
Oh, maybe they divorced. Okay, maybe they divorced. But they was talking about their wedding anniversary and all this kind of stuff. I mean, they was when they got married.
I think trying to give a hint, like, listen, that's the day we got married. Take heed.
You might want to
listen.
Yeah, everybody got married on the 13th. Even his parents got married on 13th.
Right.
13 is not a lucky number.
Nah, but look. So we go through their journey to engagement, and to hear, she sees a forever future with him. Her mom gives her a magic hanky from the hospital she was born in. I was like, oh. Look, I'm trying to dig and see if I got something I could dig up for my kids and make something out of. Anyway, so Taylor's dad visits Garrett and helps him tie his bow tie. He talks about getting married. Garrett says that he was sure about her and he couldn't do it with anyone else. And the dad kind of says that Fong would have let us know she didn't like you. And I was like, okay. So Taylor's dad is saying that she's a gift to the world, which I think we heard that in the last episode. And he said he plans to support her in everything she plans to accomplish. He gives them their blessing, and he cries about, because the dad got a lot of death around him. His brother died, so he got the dead brother's tie on, and Taylor was supporting him through that, so she's going to support him.
I mean, laugh. Sorry.
Then he had eight grooms.
Because he was about to fall out when he said, I got my brother's towel. He was about to do God damn. Like he was about to just fall apart. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That was just funny.
And then he said he had 8 groomsmen, 4 of them are alive. I said, sir, this is a wedding. This is not a funeral, but I get where we were going with this. So their hug. I said, mom and dad don't play about Taylor, which I love to see it. Her parents, like you said, her parents got married on the 13th. Taylor looks good, except I don't like that we shortened that dress. Garrett's parents are there. I thought that mama said she wasn't coming, but they showed up. I was doing a little clap. She still looked like she wanted to cry. She wasn't happy about it. He said he didn't think that he would find anybody who would love him for who he is. He has lots of nice things to say about Taylor. That one person I like to hear talk is Garrett, because Garrett got all the nice words and all the pleasantries. We find out his parents also got married in 13. So part of me was like, is it fate? Is that what we're doing? He said, oh, so they get up there, they do their vows. He vows to support her and keep it hot like they were in Cabo. Child, what the heck does that say? I don't even know. He make her something. He makes her feel lighter. She caught the big fish, was their vows. Very, very cute. He says I do. She says I do. And I said their wedding gave me all the emotion and feels that I wanted from Tyler and Ashley. So we got the happy scientist couple. She says it was a good day. They get a little horse-drawn carriage, and they say that love is blind. So we go from the bottom. Shayna, your thoughts on Garrett and Taylor's beautiful wedding?
I didn't have no thoughts. I mean, by the time we got here, I lost interest. Like, it took so long to get to this part. Like, whatever. We knew they would say I do. Congratulations to them. I'm waiting for the reunion now.
Cheers. So the globe was hers. Which we thought anyway. Inga, your thoughts?
Oh, you're talking to me? Oh, I'm sorry.
Taylor and Garrett.
Oh, I'm sorry. Congratulations. Congratulations. I don't even know what to say. Yeah.
Black girls getting their shift together had a question.
What do y'all think about him lying about the? Yeah, I didn't like that, but I mean, as long as that's a small thing, I don't like it, but I feel like that's something that they could move past. If we go beyond that, then maybe not. But like the small things, I feel like we can.
Yeah, I'm not
lying. Because lying is not small, but you know what I mean.
I feel like it was fake. Fake drama.
Fake drama.
I don't nitpick over every little silly little thing, but
yeah, I don't think nobody texts him.
Child, sometimes we got to pay attention to it because Lord, look at Tyler. But anyway.
Yeah. No, but those are big things. Those wasn't nothing little. Yeah,
but he be making them little. Like, oh, because God just said, and then I sprinkled my seeds, made a baby, gave it to the people. What are we doing? You're just not going to speed past that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nita,
yeah, what I did like about Taylor is that she kind of kept her foot on his neck. She made sure that, you know, what is it going to be? Like, you know, I just love that she did that. And, you know, she didn't let him like kind of like play her. So
yeah, because she kind of said that at her little piece of Bachelorette with Ashley, and I was like, "Girl, speak for yourself," because Ashley didn't do none of that. Ashley didn't ask no follow-up questions. Ashley didn't have a pinky toe on his neck or nothing. Ashley was like, "Okay, whatever you say."
After that, after he told her that he had the babies, next thing you know, they jumped out of airplanes, skydiving. So she wasn't even worried about it.
Ashley didn't want to know because if she found out the truth, she would have to walk. Otherwise, she would look foolish. I feel like, what's Taylor? Whatever.
I'd rather look foolish in the marriage, in this thing. I'd rather just look foolish. That foolishness would go away.
She's ready to walk. She would be ready to walk.
He makes the heavy things lighter. That's what Taylor said. I'm like, what the heck did I write down there? I was scribbling like crazy.
Yeah, ain't nothing going on with these two, but that
I like their wedding though. Like I said, I wasn't too thrilled about her shortening the dress, but like I said, it gave me like the emotions. I was getting, welled up when it was doing that. Like I said, this is what I wanted from Ashley and Tyler, but I just knew that like it's all a lie. It was all a lie.
I don't know. Nobody gave me the feels like that after.
They were my faves from.
Yeah.
Like from the pods, and I'm just like, what in the hell?
We'll never get Cameron and Lauren again.
They just ripped them.
That was a one and done.
Name Brett and Tiffany. I like that.
Hey, Brett and Tiffany. I did like Brett and
Tiffany. Were cool, but nobody
I like
it feels like Cameron and Lauren. Like
I'm still rooting for them. Yeah.
They just I don't know. We just won't get that again.
No, that was a one and done. We won't get that again.
Well, I
Now
put
at this
them on
point, we
number
just
two
getting
because I just like I don't know, they just chill and cool and calm and relaxed, and I just like that. So I'm just like,
the thing is, this whole concept of Love is Blind probably can work, but we see it happen with a couple of people that they're actually successful, happily, got kids and all that. It can work, but you have to go in there with the intentions, both parties. I want to
yes,
be married. I'm not here to play games. That's why we keep bringing up Cameron and Lauren because
yes.
they both came in there with wonderful intentions. Cameron, I said to Nita, I sent a text to Shayna and Karen said,
Sure did.
I said, I ain't even in the white man, but I need to get this white man. I need a white man like this. And I don't even want no white man. I'm just being funny, but I'm saying this is a good dude. You know what I'm
Very
saying? He's just a
supportive.
good guy. At least that's from what we've seen. We don't know
Yeah.
what's going on in their house.
Right.
But
We are
just from
seeing
what
the
we
highlight
seeing,
reel, y'all.
Yeah.
We are
yeah,
seeing-
I really love that. And now they trying to have a baby. They trying to go through IVF and all this old stuff. So I mean, he just breaks down and cries as soon as he starts talking about this woman. He just loved that woman.
And they fade to black as necessary too, because I think they had a contract with Love is Blind, and once that contract was over, they kind of faded into the back for a little while. Now they're like, all right, we back and saying what we want to say. So I don't know. I like that. I like.
We'll
that
never see
dynamic.
them pop up at the reunion though, because they bringing old people back to reunion again. Like, why is this a thing? We don't care about them.
Well, they trying to
Like-
show like they did last season that there are some successful.
Yeah, because we got what 11
know.
marriages and only 2 divorces. Well, we about to have one more. Well, let me
No,
not
we
say
don't
that.
know that.
I don't
Yeah, we
think
don't
Ashley.
know.
I think Ashley was going to stick beside him. I think with all of this coming
Yeah.
out, I
Me
don't think she's
too.
gonna budge. She's just gonna be
I
out
think
there
they're gonna
looking.
get divorced eventually. It might not happen next year, or the year after. I think she's
Yeah,
gonna try to. She got to save face now,
yeah.
so she's gonna make it drag on longer than it should.
Look, now the older I get, not one more day, not one day that I
Don't
need
do it.
extra.
But I
Girl,
can
that
see. I
egg
mean, a
on
lot
your
of people
face.
want to save face. They don't, want to have the embarrassment of failing. But
Right.
I mean, yeah.
I do know.
Well, I mean, like I said, this thing
In
can
this
work, but you got to
situation,
come in there with the right intentions.
I would rather be embarrassed from failing than have Tyler's situation. I just
Yeah, because you can get over the embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And
But
anybody
a
who has
man
something
that
to
don't
say,
take care of his
they need
kids
to
and
mind their damn
claim his
business.
kids is not going to do nothing different with you. Is read the Yelp reviews. If he did it to her, he will do it to you. And I feel like he's using this whole we can get into that right now too, that she's a lesbian thing as like a whole cover up, if you will, to you just ain't ish.
right.
So
Especially when they were living together, like y'all in the whole relationship, please.
So what was the child's name? I can't remember. Bride's ex. You remember Shayna? Deshawn. Child, that was her
like
name. She was
Deshawn
pretty
Snow
too.
on Real Housewives. Yeah,
Got it. She was pretty, so she got up there, basically said that homegirl was abusive to her, that Tyler was cheating on
watch
her.
the A word now.
Oh, sorry. He know how to keep his to himself.
Wow.
Herself. Sorry.
It just gets worse and worse.
Rewind. Well, this ain't Tyler. This is Tyler's child's mom. She was talking about.
Oh, that she was fighting her wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's essentially why she left at the end of the day. He was out there having onesomes, twosomes, threesomes, and cheating on that
ex-fiance.
From the get-go. And apparently Bride was also involved in that. That's the child's mother. She believes that they conceived the natural way while she was away on a baby moon, because they had tried this the turkey baster method twice, and then it happened, and then she went away for 2 weeks and came back, and she was six weeks pregnant. So she believes that they were conceived naturally, but she doesn't want to admit it because she got an Article 15. I guess that's in the military where you can't have an affair on your spouse. And so since they were going through a divorce when the other two were conceived naturally, which she already told us that, she already got a charge for that. So I think she doesn't want to own up to that. Did I miss anything else? I mean, that's enough. Oh, they went to court. They ganged up on her and went to court to take her rights away and give the rights to the mom. Yeah, and then just Tyler was there. living
She
in the
said
same
that they were
building,
sleeping. Yeah, they
playing
were sleeping
daddy.
with each other the whole time. She felt like they was. That's the main thing. Like, okay, so this was no turkey base for the first time, and then y'all was messing around all along.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
once you open
everybody
the
was trying
door,
to.
I mean, it's open. Once the door's open, it's open. So,
Everybody was trying to throw a bone, like, oh yeah, because it was the they were sperm babies, so to speak, because the girl's a lesbian. Well, now y'all can throw that out the window, okay? Because she told
What
you,
that got?
she
What that
told
got to
you,
do with
and
anything?
the ex-wife
Right.
told you.
You
Because
know how many studs I've seen pregnant?
well, it's the how they got there. They wanted to say
Yeah.
like turkey baster and none of that other stuff happened.
Right.
But now we have out of her mouth and also out of the wife's
Mhm.
mouth that that's what happened. So Tyler can
Yeah.
get on there and say whatever because I think he's
No,
all.
he climbed in the bed and had sex with her. I mean, that's what
Right.
that
Yeah.
happened. Yeah. So
But they saying on
she's
the
still a
reunion that
woman.
he's just gonna. That's what I said too. But that's what people were trying to say in his defense, and
And
I just feel
ex-wife
like
said like he liked her. Like, you coming over here dumping trash and doing all this stuff. Like, this is more than just that. I believe the ex-wife.
said that they was trying to push her out from the get go. But yeah, it's just it's crazy. It's crazy and yikes.
Yeah, all the
And
exes are
buyer
speaking out
beware.
now. So I'm like, the exes got more stuff going on than the actual cast members.
Baby, yes.
I want to know. I like to know how Ashley is going to handle all this. Now she's going to be a stepmama to these kids, and what is going on? I just want to know.
He's
Has she done
cutting
an
kids
interview yet?
off.
Has she talked? Has she done an interview?
No.
She made some little comment. I think we talked about that last week. That's why we knew they was getting married, that she was gonna stand beside him. But I just feel like she's just gonna stay because I think what I heard is on the reunion, he's kind of gonna say the same thing and just 10 toes down that it's a donor and she's gonna stand beside him, which I think is crazy with all the information we got because now you haven't seen the show was filmed a year ago, so you haven't seen these kids in a year.
Right.
And she just
Now,
she'll have
if he's
nothing to say about
abandoning
that.
the kids, yeah, he cut the kids off that she might really believe for this whole year, like, oh, they really are sperm babies. But once you find out this, she's talking about they didn't have facts or false information, like
Right.
all these receipts. There's nothing false about this. He's really doing it. Like we
Yeah, and
got
a lot of this
pictures
stuff is public record, so you can look up, certain things. So
right.
especially like Mm-mm.
Yeah. Now I feel like now that she knows the truth, I mean, she still ain't gonna leave now. She in too deep.
And I hate that for her because I do feel like she's gonna. I've been in that position before. Luckily, I wasn't married. That you feel like you're gonna try to prove people wrong and double down, and y'all gonna get it right, and it's just childish, and it don't never work out that way. So you live and you learn. I'm in my 40s, been there, done that. Have the receipts. Would not recommend, but at least she doesn't have any kids. That's the only thing I really pray for her is that she does not get
who
pregnant.
knows? She might pop up at this reunion and announce that she's pregnant or something, and then
Well, she didn't look pregnant in that reunion dress. Well, she could still newly be pregnant.
Yeah, I'm saying.
She could still be in her first trimester.
Yeah,
and not really be showing.
That's true. I hope not.
I mean, no. Hey, I wish the best for her. Get pregnant. Go on, have 2-3 babies with this thing. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
He ain't taking care of the ones he got. Like I said, that's ignoring the Yelp reviews because
I mean, this is what she wanted.
This
is just like
give her what she wants.
Ain't gonna take care of yours either.
Inga, like whatever you want, anything goes.
No,
like,
this is what she wants. I'm not gonna say now. Give her what she wants. She want this, and by any means necessary, she want it. So
I feel like if she wanted to be married, she got married. Now you can say, "Oh, I was his ex-wife. I was his wife." You got it. Okay, fine. And now leave. You wanted to say you were married. Fine. Now you can say you was married. Now you can get your things and get up out of there.
Yeah, because like I was saying, any man that's not going to take care of his kids ain't going to take care of yours either. So I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You may get something different at the beginning, but in the long run, y'all both going to get the same result. So
right.
I mean, I think with her train of thought, she thinks she's going to get different treatment because she's the wife, and we know that doesn't mean anything.
Initially, probably, and then when we get bored and tired or whatever else we're doing, the result is going to be the same.
Baby comes and changes things, and he had to be in the house really raising any of these children yet, so that's going to bring a whole nother outcome for her. She thinks she know him. When that baby come,
and wait a minute, she didn't meet his family,
right?
Not at the wedding.
We ain't
Right,
see it
that
on
was right.
camera that they no, you shouldn't be meeting nobody's family at the wedding. I'm talking about
Yeah.
prior.
No.
Right.
She could have had a FaceTime or something like that because I think Marissa said she had a FaceTime with Rams's family
I hate
prior
his
to
name.
them not get married.
I
That probably
think
ain't his name. His
he's
first name is probably like Walter.
he's
I need
Venezuelan.
to see the birth certificate.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Nita?
No, I'm saying he's Venezuelan, so that's probably why his name is Little,
Oh, okay.
not American.
Mhm.
And he said he didn't invite his people to the wedding, so Marissa had to talk to his family on FaceTime because she wasn't gonna
Well,
meet them.
I don't think that's exactly what he said. I thought she said, "Are you going to invite your Guyanese family to the wedding?" That's what I heard her
No.
say. And so,
Wasn't none of his family coming to that wedding.
clearly
He knew
more
that the
than
whole
that.
time. None of them was
Child,
coming to that
they
wedding.
had jokes on social media talking about that best friend with the locks.
No, he look at that Milli Vanilli wig on. That's what he
they
had
said
on.
that Ramses got them love locks from that's his boo thing, and they got matching.
Y'all need to stop. But you know, ain't nothing. I don't surprise me about nothing no more. I ain't shocked about nothing no more. So it wouldn't surprise me.
Like I said, the reunion looks are already, but I didn't want to talk about it twice, so I'll just get them and present them next week when we talk about the reunion.
Imagine what Ramses looked like. I'm sure he didn't cut them little braids out his hair.
I think he did, or at least he has them tucked up where you can't see him in the picture.
The men this season think they models now, so they doing photo shoots and fashion shows.
That's what I'm saying.
Nick.
That's what I'm saying. Going back to what I said earlier, their intentions are bad. They just want to be internet stars, so they're not looking to be married. Right. And that's for some of the women too. I don't want to just dump it all on the men. I think some of them women too.
Yeah.
You know, like I was saying to you, Hannah was one of those.
Hannah definitely.
She wanted to do that. I think Brittany as well.
Yeah.
But then I was like I was saying to Inglewood, a lot of the men get scouted. They don't have enough men applicants. They go and find these people like the Clays and the,
right.
They're not looking to be on this show, so they go find him because I don't think he was ever interested in being married either. That's why he got on the show and acted like he didn't know what show he was on. Sir, what are we doing here?
Oh, what about the one? What season was that when they had the Indian guy? He had the real big old nose, and he treated that lady real bad.
4
what was that?
5 Shake?
Maybe season 2.
Shake.
Something like that. I forgot his name.
3 or 4. It wasn't 2.
Maybe 3. Maybe 3.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but he was terrible. He was terrible too. Yeah, I'm like, oh wait. So they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors.
Yeah, a lot of them have podcasts and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not mad, but it's just like, let's just change up the show. I've always felt like they shouldn't get married. And
no,
they were also the lawyer lady from that used to be on Ready to Love that I ain't watched, only watched like the last couple of seasons, was going over the contract from Love is Blind. So they can't get divorced anyway. She can't get divorced till after the reunion airs. So they can't get.
Oh, you mean that girl who the one who was on Ready to Love and her stuff blew up in her face? Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I know. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I know exactly who you talking about. Yeah,
I didn't even know who that was because I was following whatever her girl is that legal. I think I was following.
Yeah, that's her. That's her.
Like,
yeah, she be doing stuff with Al Reynolds now too. Yeah.
Yeah. So she did a thing with Jesse Wu over here on YouTube and just went through all of his evictions and all of his legal stuff. Went through.
Well, she went over the contract.
I gotta look for.
She went over the Love is Blind contract. How they can't get an annulment. They can't
until after the reunion.
You can't get an annulment at all because you fall outside the time window. So you can't get a divorce till after the reunion.
I feel like what she said in the contract to me was common sense. Like, you got to make it to the altar. I feel like people should have, but I guess.
Well, what's the annulment is what? You got to be married. They got to be within a time frame, a short time frame, right?
Yeah,
right after you got married,
something like that.
And that kind of goes for like Catholics. I hate to just come out and call y'all out because like a lot of religions don't believe in divorce. So if you have an annulment, it's almost as if it never happened as opposed to a divorce. So,
wow.
But yeah, I think they fall out. She was saying they fall out of that time window when you can't get a divorce till after the reunion. Like Shayna said, it was common sense. We kind of heard that inferred before, but most of the people can't come out and say it. And then by the time they can say it, I feel like they over it. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time whatever little NDA
that's
they got,
fine. Okay, I can't get the annulment because I signed this contract. I'm still getting the divorce.
Getting a
I mean, you know what I'm
divorce.
saying? Yeah, you can go right on to your court to your local courthouse and apply for a divorce. And you know,
I
I
would
don't want
happily eat
nothing.
that
You
crow.
know,
She's not doing it, and then, I mean, because this is the same producers that is Married at First Sight, so they're not going to do away with the marriage aspect. Like
And I hate
they're gonna keep the
that.
marriage
Why
aspect.
can't we just end an engagement? Why we got to end in a wedding?
I agree. I've been saying
Yeah, I
that
agree with
too.
that,
I
but
feel the same way too.
that's their whole MO. That's what makes it different because an engagement, like, what does that mean? That's like a promise ring
It's
these
still the
days.
same process, though. I mean, I can get to the
I still
altar and
think
say
marriage.
no.
Because
And
they
then
want
And
you
if
get
I
the
don't got no
opportunity to say
prenup,
period.
no
I'm
to
saying
me
no at the
on live
altar
on
either.
camera. Come
Mhm.
on, that's no. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Because
they're
I'll
not
never
going.
forget what happened to that Clay and AD. Now that thing,
That burnt Angus biscuits.
it did burn my biscuits. Okay, my biscuits was black. Okay, I was so mad. I wanted to jump through the TV and fight everybody in that damn thing. I
That's why I
was
wanted to
so
ask
mad.
you when we did Ramses and Marissa. I'm like, let me see how she feels about it. Because, like, I was tired of watching Mama slide down that wall. I was like, please, somebody cut the
She was
cameras. We've had
all on the
enough.
carpet,
Uncle,
rolling around on the floor.
Stand up.
It was
Uncle,
Nita, it
enough.
was embarrassing.
I
Now,
She
think
like you said,
Marissa, even though he did that at home, it was still more embarrassing than what happened to AD.
yes. Because
Like,
he told you
he,
repeatedly on camera for
um,
hours and
yeah,
footage
because
and
like he
footage and
did it at
footages.
home, but now everybody's watching later, so it's even more embarrassing. Like, oh, girl, that's what she was
Right.
doing.
Never let a man tell you more than once,
And
girl.
like we said, we all been through
Yeah.
it, but not on nobody's doggone camera. I would have been there
Yeah.
holding my mouth
Not
in
when
no
I see a
bathroom.
camera crew, producers. Yeah, you got to take this mic off. I'm going to my car, driving away, and then I'm gonna call my mama.
was it, yeah.
Like, no way would I be doing that with
Yeah.
all these people standing there. I guess they forget that the cameras are there, but no.
I think after a while on reality shows,
Probably.
people do forget. They get very comfortable. They start being
Yeah.
friends with the producers and all that. I think they forget the
Baby,
cameras are there.
no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Um,
But I personally wouldn't like. I get embarrassed too easily, so I wouldn't go on a show like that. No way, because you're not taking me through all them roller coaster of emotions. And yeah,
I want
no.
to see y'all on there. I keep telling Shayna and Miss Carrie to go on there. You know
Well,
what I'm
we
saying?
didn't
Shayna
think
said
that
she'll do.
people would
Go
Shayna
on
said she'll
this.
do Ready to Love.
The
Yeah,
me
that's
and
right.
Nita will cover it word by word. We'll be on here live on the thing. But record.
You gotta
Y'all
whoop
go
it.
on there.
Her
Remember,
mama
didn't y'all
should have
say
gave her mama
y'all
should have
say
gave her a
somebody
whooping
supposed
after
to be
that.
on there, right? Isn't there somebody on the YouTube stream supposed to be
Pay
on there?
her weight. She applied. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Oh,
if
I
she's gonna
gotta
make
look
it
her
or
up.
not.
I don't know if she is.
I hope she makes
Mm.
it. I would love to see her. I love her personality, so I would love to see it. Fellow
Right.
I
content
don't
creator.
know if they want YouTubers to be on this type
Probably
of, because
not.
then they're gonna be spilling all the tea on their channel. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Right.
She probably
You
can't
know
talk
what?
about
Well, you
it.
got to sign a contract, right? You can't talk about it, right?
That's what I was saying. I think that I was wondering whether or not, because she's like a journalist. So I wondered if she just went through the process just to see what they asked on the application.
It
Like,
could be.
so she could be,
Yeah.
more knowledgeable when she's having these lives and when she's talking about
The way they're going around interviewing, they just telling us everything anyway.
Misha says she gonna be biased and act like you can do no wrong. I'm pushing Shayna to the front. I'm too old and I ain't doing all that.
I didn't think people with children were allowed, but
No,
apparently
remember
they
they had
are.
that girl last year, Jessica,
Yeah.
what her name was?
Jessica.
She had a child.
She only had one.
One. Baby, can you imagine?
Now,
I'm supposed to be away. My little one gonna run through the background. He ain't even supposed to be there when we move into the shared apartments. He gonna run through the back of the cameras. Yeah, because you know how he
Yeah.
do.
That's
I'm surprised
another
he ain't
thing.
been
What
out
you
of the
supposed to do
house.
with your children while you in the shared apartment?
right. First of all, I wouldn't even been able to be at the pods. Like they be at the pods for days. Like, okay,
Yeah, you back. I gotta leave. I gotta go pick up my
I
kid from the
can't.
daycare center.
Girl, I can't do this.
I gotta pick up my child from daycare. Yeah, I got to leave.
They be mad at me like she just always leaving, going up the block to watch them kids. Yup. And I think they said they filmed the pods in California, which yikes.
Yeah. That's
Oh, really? Okay.
And then Jessica only had her daughter was like a little bit. Oh, she's kind of young. She was a little bit older. Like maybe if I just
like
had my
10,
son, but I have a toddler.
Yeah.
Like that just ain't gonna work. And I don't want
that's
to.
how
Like,
they wouldn't work.
No, you see how Shayna, your daughter be popping up in the camera, so and so does Miss Kira's son. So
twice.
they would probably
My
pop up
son.
in the in the pods, putting their
Yeah,
heads
I
in.
was gonna say my daughter knew better. I don't know why she pulled that little stunt that last time, but
I only ever seen her
normally-
daughter 2 times on that camera.
Oh,
right? You
my
see how
goodness.
quickly I got her up out of there.
Mm-mm.
But
Now,
ain't no
my
way
son,
you can only.
he definitely gonna run through the background.
Oh yeah, Kara's kids don't care. They be yelling in the back. They they
What
like,
about
"We
an
gonna get
a little bit older, more mature version of Love Is Blind? People that's grown,
That's
over
what they
40, over
need.
They would have to call
45,
it something else because I'm
50
not
years
marrying you.
old, 50, 60 years old, some grown people.
Yeah.
We would have
You
to
know,
do like
They could do
love.
Love is
See,
Blind, Love is Blind, the golden
look,
age, like
he
they
said,
did
I
the
heard my
Bachelorette.
name. I heard you was looking for me.
Yes. Hey, the little manager. Mhm.
Mhm. Don't eat my muffin. Go on.
Yeah,
Now.
I like to because everybody that's like right now they 20s and 30s. There's people that's
Yeah. It would have to be like
there's
love
people
is a
that's 40,
long-term commitment. It
45
wouldn't be
and
no
older want to
marriage.
get married.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I don't think 20-year-olds should be on there anyway.
No.
Yeah, because
I think
Hannah,
20
Yeah, I said
Hannah
the
was
same
20,
thing, Misha.
Hannah was
On them
24,
texts.
and Nick was 28.
26 and 28. Yeah, I
Or
think.
something like that, whatever. She was very immature though, both of them.
I agree,
I,
Misha. I don't think
I said the same thing. We
Alex
need
and
to
Tim
talk
live
about
together
that.
either. I don't think they live together. Once she put her hand on his mouth, I think they stopped sharing space. I don't think they share space.
No,
ever
he
again.
lived in the house in the apartment with her.
Yeah.
I didn't ever see him in the apartment.
Seems like he just hated her. I mean,
They filmed
I don't
it,
know why
but
it went that
when he
long.
met her, when she met his parents, they were at his house. They weren't at the shared space.
No, I don't think he
Yeah.
stayed there. I don't think he
I
ever stayed
wouldn't
there.
stay with her
Yeah, he
either.
never seen.
Hello?
And then those text messages, he was like, "Did you get
Her
home?" Like, what you mean?
apartment was
Did I get
messy. The
home?
shared apartment didn't have nothing in
Girl, for how long?
it.
For how
He
long?
said, "You ain't gonna have me under no pile of clothes in here." I
Eh,
think not.
When he was just like, okay, he was too calm when he saw that apartment. I said, oh, he ain't gonna stay. It's
Look,
Like,
tick. He's making a mental note.
Yeah, he was taking a little note.
Yeah, I don't think he stayed there.
Yeah.
It didn't even
Like
look
we
like
said,
he stayed there.
he was checked out in Mexico. I really think that they should have broke up there. Like
Right.
Zach.
I think they had to keep them because they already let
Already.
what's her name, Brittany and Leo go, which was stupid.
True.
That was their biggest mistake. Why would you let these two go?
We
Right.
had
They
the
would have been
most
a hot mess
engagements
though. They
that-
wouldn't have
we
got
had
married
the-
though.
No,
None
we
of
had
these
the
people
most
got married.
engagements that we saw. Well, we had 2. Like usually the other ones we have other couples that engage, but we never get to see them. So this one we got to see actually 7 engagements. They follow 6. We had like 3 or 4 black couples, interracial couples.
How many people
Two
start
weddings.
off at the pods? It'd be a lot of people, but then at the end it's only down to 1 or 2
think
people
it's
get
Yeah, I don't know
married.
if it's 10 and 10. Oh, yeah, okay.
I thought it was 30. I thought it was like 15 guys, 15 girls, something like that.
I like to hear their stories. I
It
want to know what really went down in the pods. I like to hear their
Jesse
stories.
Wu interviewed some people last season, like the people that we
That
didn't
was
really
like
the
2
black
seasons
women we didn't get
ago.
to see.
I think that was season 5.
It was like the black
I don't
women
think
we
that was
didn't
season
really
6.
see. They was telling their experience. That's why they won't let her host nothing. Yeah, like, hey, you bringing people up that we wasn't supposed to see. Now they got to put all these
Yeah,
extra.
she was talking about it, how
extra black people
they
on
kind
here.
of blackballed her, so to speak. She was talking about that on the live.
Yeah. Because she started off, I want to bring all the unknown black women on here. Like, oh, girl, please, you ain't never getting an interview now.
I loved it. I was here for it.
Yeah, I like that. I enjoyed it.
I was here for it because we get a lot of that. Like when they show us the people, we be all excited, and then we don't never see them people. It was more black people from this season that we didn't see. We don't like we had an Ashley W with the braid. She was pretty. Another one, the master esthetician. She was biracial. I think she was like black and Asian or something like that. But yeah, it was a bunch of people that they always show us, and then we get their little clips, and then we get to the show.
I be wondering if these are plants, like they actors or something, because I'm like, why would none of these people?
I think they just don't get picked, and I feel like this season in particular, but they probably do it on other seasons too. Like they got on Shake's ass, but I believe a lot of them ask questions.
Shake, that's that Indian guy named Shake.
What you are to try to figure out how big you are, how small you are.
They was talking about it all season in the past. I mean, Hannah, they're talking about what they look like.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have had that whole Chelsea fiasco if they weren't talking about. What
I thought that was the whole point. Well, you're not supposed to talk about
only Taylor and Garrett and one other couple. Was it Ashley and
Tyler and Ashley
were the only 2 that didn't talk about looks? I think. That's what they said.
I want to see some people. I just want to see all kind of different people. I want to see different all kind of shape and sizes. There's some real big plus size men and women on there. Get all kind of different people.
I
You know,
think you're gonna run into a little issue though. You know, like at the reveal, I feel like I don't want to have
Right.
that type of.
Chelsea and Hannah already.
That's
Like,
why
yeah, I
I
see what you're
wouldn't be on
saying.
this show.
I see what you're saying. It might get a little, little hairy. I see what you're saying.
I feel like that's how it was with
Yeah.
Alex and Tim. I don't think Alex was feeling Tim when she saw him, and then he just was
No.
acting stupid, and then the incident, it was just
Yeah.
doomed from the start.
It was.
And he said, "I knew you was gonna be fine,"
yeah,
but she was looking like, "I'm not impressed with your hairline." Like, that's
Yeah,
it was
we
that
remember
hairline, him barking
remember
like a
that
dog.
when you brought up the guy Shake, remember he didn't like the and they both were Indian, but he just didn't. He's used to dating white
and
women,
neither one
and
of them did it.
Both of them said
their
they
way.
were though, but he was just nasty and so
he
nasty
was
to
very
me.
nasty. Yeah, and I was like, how you not want to date somebody that look like your mom and them?
Right.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
both had a little self-hate going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mhm.
because they both said the same thing, but he was just.
But he was nasty
Yeah.
though to her. He was just
Mhm.
nasty.
But the way they tore up
That's-
Chelsea last season, like, girl, you think you look like Megan who?
Oh,
I don't
Chelsea.
think they
Oh,
even
she
have
was.
nobody else on there. That's,
Said it's in the eyes, and then they
Yeah,
keep
right.
saying that Nick said he looked like Travis Kelce or whatever. I said he never said that. I thought he said, or
Yeah.
at least from what we
Oh,
saw,
yeah.
I thought
I
he said
guess
we
if
could
you're,
be the
I guess
Travis
if
and
you're
whatever.
blind, yeah, he
Yeah.
do. Mm-hmm.
I don't think he said that. I thought he said we could be the Travis and Taylor of Love Is Blind,
Maybe
but that
he
doesn't mean
said they
I
look
look
kind of
like him.
similar. I don't know.
I
No,
thought that he meant just because he played football
If
and
they
she
would stop
whatever.
talking about their looks, then there wouldn't have been no confusion.
Because he was
Like, if you don't talk
yeah, I
about
thought
disappointed with
that
his
was
looks
supposed to be
too.
part of the thing. You're not supposed to bring up your weight and your
Yeah.
how you
Because
look.
even
and
Taylor
what-
talking
You're
about,
not supposed to say
you
if
would
you're
know my mom's
Caucasian or
name.
African American or anything, right? I don't think you're supposed to do all that.
When Taylor
they
said she didn't want to say
said-
her mom's name, I'm like, why
Right.
would you even say I don't want to say my mom's name? Just don't
And
say
then
nothing.
he got annoyed.
Right.
Because if he knew because then once you say the mother's name is Fong or whatever her name was,
Yes.
then he would have known. Okay, that
Yeah.
must be
He said,
Asian.
She didn't even have to say
That was
nothing.
unnecessary though.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Like
she
she didn't
should've
even have
said
to
it.
say nothing. It turned
Because
into a
I
thing.
don't care
you
what
didn't
you
need
are.
to
You're not
be-
calling my mom about her first name no way, so it don't really matter. You don't need to know it.
Mhm.
Right.
Because I think
Right.
that's what
You
he
can
said. Well,
learn
you
that when
won't
you
call
meet
her
her.
by her first name, but that's it. That we could have.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah, it could have really stopped there.
Yeah.
But I
He
mean,
was
who
like,
knows?
"Oh."
Maybe they had to do that to have something to talk about. Because otherwise, I mean, they would have been so boring. Like, it just,
Yeah,
that's
they
why I
would've-
would have preferred to see Brittany and Leo.
That's why I could never go on the show because love ain't blind for me. I'm not even gonna hold you because you got fit in certain boxes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain people that walk out, like Nita said, and I'm gonna be like, nah, I had to be 8. I'm good. So that's why. But they said they ask a lot of questions about looks and their
Yeah.
preferences on the thing. So I said I feel like they use that.
Oh, on the
to
app,
use
you
it
talking about the
against you.
application?
Yeah.
On the application, they put all this stuff.
I feel
Okay.
like some of them be lying, like, oh, I don't got no type just to get on the show. And then you get on the show and you like, I only date white men. And it's like, well, wait a minute. I thought
Well,
you
the
didn't
Ready
have
to
no
Love
type.
lady said they used them questionnaires against you too. So I'm like, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and then you gonna put me with a booger bear. That's what we're gonna do. No, thank you. I'll pass.
I don't know, because
Well,
I think
yeah.
on Love is Blind, once you accept the proposal, then you have to like go through with it. So
Dang,
Yeah.
no,
even when they walk out, we be like, oh my God,
Yeah,
It
you
sounds
have
like
to go-
torture. It
You
sounds
have
like
to
torture.
go with it until
Yeah,
they
you have to go
say
through
they're
with it.
done with you. Until they
Yeah.
say you can clock out and hang up your security badge.
Yeah.
No,
This is the first time. This is the first time we didn't have a no at the altar. Because before they was making people wait until they got to the altar to say no. Now they just letting them say it ahead of time. But
yeah, I just think that's the right thing to do. Yeah, you
Well,
tell
look
me,
at the
call
two,
me on the
look at
phone,
the two
tell
no's
me
we
that.
had because between Hannah and Nick and Ramses and Marissa, like them hour-long conversations were Hannah was just throwing everything.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things
even
that they were
Alex and
saying.
Tim was a little. That was a little lengthy.
Yeah, that was a little cringe too. But it's like,
But I'd rather they do it there and get it over with than to do it at the altar. And she would have brought her father with the MS and all that. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah,
That would have
man try
been
to kick your
worse
behind in
than
that
Clay
wheelchair.
AD. Because no.
Yeah. That's
And
the
he's sitting
only
in the
couple I would have been
wheelchair.
like,
Nah,
oh
come
no, because of her dad. But normally I'm
Right.
like, y'all know what you signed up for. Like, if the family come, y'all know they could say no. So you know what time
Right.
it is.
Right.
Like, just go with it. Just sit there like you're supposed to. And when she
Child, well, we
run
gonna
out
get
crying,
into
Dang,
just
Shay.
run.
You said just sit there like you're supposed to.
No,
You know what
typically,
you signed
yeah.
up for?
No.
Like,
That's usually how I feel too. I feel myself the
No,
same way
you
about her
just got to
dad.
deal with it. No,
right. If I was sitting there, my son or daughter did something, I would just sit there, and if he say no, like, well, I already knew ahead of time. Like, let me get my camera time talking in the back.
I'd be like, girl, where the drinks at?
That's why I said I would
where
just
are the
show up. I
drinks?
wouldn't want my poor child to look like, and his mama didn't even come. Like, nah, I'm gonna come and I'm
No,
not
y'all
gonna act
show
crazy. I'm gonna just be quiet and we just gonna talk about it after the fact.
Mm.
I'm gonna say what I got, whatever I'm thinking,
Um,
whatever that may be.
Look, I'm
It may be
finding
a
it. If I can find it, I'm finding it.
It would
I'll
probably
look.
be like how Clay's mom was when she was digging into his dad, like something like that. Like you really the problem and why he's like this.
Yeah.
Like,
That
I
was the
wouldn't want-
best thing. I'm telling you, that was the
Yeah,
best.
that was a good one. I just wouldn't
that
wanna be-
was the best.
I wouldn't want to be Marissa's mama. That's what I would not want to give.
That's why I'm glad
Yeah,
she
I
wasn't
wouldn't
there.
do
It
that.
might have. She might have tore the whole place up. Who knows?
Well, according to Marissa, she don't act like that behind the scenes. So I'm like, was she just putting up a front and doing the most because the
Either
camera's
that or
there?
she
Why would
really seen him for who he was.
I
'Cause
think
she
she
said
really
that
did,
look-
but maybe she sprinkled a little extra on it because she went overboard with it. Like, yeah, you could have said all that, but not like
He
that.
said
Like,
that looked like my third baby daddy. Oh hell no.
right? You remind me of her father. I know you
you
trash.
seem just like George.
Right. Yeah, my fifth baby daddy was a gold digger. I know when I see one, like, okay, we believe you, mama.
Your fifth baby daddy.
She had 4 or 5. Because I think each one of them kids had a different one. And she had either
Yeah.
4 or 5 kids. So
I don't even know why they called her out. Like, what does this got to do with Marissa getting
the
married?
giggles, the same way they reason she called Marissa a B. What did that have to do with anything? They just was putting it all on the
That's just how
table.
she talked to her.
Just laying it all out. And he looked mortified. He handled it well, but he looked mortified. He like Tim put that in his side pocket. He said, military, family's crazy. She don't want to give me no raw. Yeah.
Right.
It's a no.
And she wants a baby? Mm-mm.
And I'm disappointed she was giving him that from Mexico. I keep saying that. Like we wouldn't have even got to that conversation because it would have never been on the table. I won't talk to you 2 weeks in the pods. Where is the plastic? What are we
I keep
doing?
telling y'all, they looking at it like I'm engaged. This is the person I'm
don't
about
care.
to marry. So they're not looking at it like, I just met you today, literally. They're looking at it like, okay, but I've been talking to you. You're my fiance. We're about to be married. We're going to spend our lives together. So sure, you can have a raw cat.
Kira, like, yeah.
They're not looking at
Baby,
it like,
you
oh,
would have to
this
have
man.
something going on and have me crawling the walls to do all of that because I can't. Nah.
Right, then he was shooting the club up and talking about they was tracking
Although
our
I'm 40
ovulation
something
days, like,
and they 30 something.
Yeah.
I think I was kind of past that in my 30s, but
yeah.
Child, all right. Let Ingo, what you got going on your channel so you have a little intermission before you have to go and not be running like usual.
It's 7:30 Eastern time. We talking about episode 5 of The Penguin, and that was a good episode. That was another good episode. So I'm gonna be talking about that. You know,
And
that's
tomorrow
what's coming up now.
Tulsa King, right?
Oh yes, yeah, and I'm filling in for Nita to do Tulsa King on Monday at 7:35. And then what we got going at 9:00, then we're gonna do the first 2 episodes of what's this thing called?
Beauty and Black.
Beauty and the
Black.
Yeah. I was saying Love is Blind.
Nita, are you doing? We never did that group text out. So I got
Beauty and Black. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll send it. I'll do a group.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I
still got to finish watching. I ain't even finished
Oh
looking
Lord, me and Karen went all the way through.
I was done by 10 o'clock that morning.
Oh yeah, I was working from home, so I just watched it the whole day.
Nita, you got anything going on you want to tell the people about before we head out?
No, actually, I just had a movie review of Venom 3. Oh. And I'm still not doing my own content. I'm kind of still just jumping on with people because of my situation. But so, yeah, I'll be with Inga, and maybe I can get into the Beauty and Black with y'all if I can.
I'll send you
only 2 episodes.
Yeah, just
I'm ready to talk about all 8, but
I know, but I didn't. I don't
Inga.
have the bandwidth to do that. And Inga's
no, she didn't. I wanted to do the whole thing. Miss Kira said
I could do the whole thing. Let's run it all the way through.
I just wanted to be done with it, but That's why I said I'll just watch more. But I got caught up with my own life, Shane. I guess other things more important than Tyler Perry. So I was doing my own thing. I just ain't had time to watch it. I'm gonna finish it.
That's all right. We gonna get
I
3
gotta finish
lives.
packing and doing some stuff tonight, so I'll watch it in the background. I'm already know what it's all about, even if I ain't finished watching all of it. I can tell
It
you
had
right
a
now.
couple of
I'll watch
a
it.
couple of twists that by the time we got to episode 7 and 8.
We talk about it off camera. Shayna, what you got going on?
Yesterday, yeah, I'm doing the same thing like Nita, just jumping on whoever. Yesterday I did it with VKJ and Monique 69 Ways. But YouTube don't like me. Y'all know I'm demonetized. They copyrighting me, not let me edit stuff out. Like I had to delete the live, but go on their channel, check it out. We talked about episode 1. I don't know why they're doing one episode at a time, dragging it out. Like again, I can get all the way through. But tomorrow,
I think the reason why some people are doing that is because they just want the content. So they just But I would been fine with doing the whole thing, just talking about it in whole. Yeah.
One is like 2, not when all of them came out, because y'all know I don't even binge, and I finish them all. So I was like, everybody
don't think they're
doing
them like one a week though. I think they're doing like multiples. I think the second one they're doing either Monday or Tuesday.
Tomorrow. Yeah, they're doing it tomorrow. So maybe I'll jump on with them again. They're going to take that music out because YouTube don't like me right now, and I'm trying to get remonetized. Lord, please, prayer warriors, just say a prayer so I can get remonetized and go back to my weekly reviews, please. Thank you. Hit the like for everybody.
She went through it. She was on a 90-day suspension.
Was she in a 90-day? I thought it was a 30-day. 90 days?
No, her and I was on 90-day together, and I'm not monetized, but I had a strike for 90 days.
Yeah, I know you did have a 90-day.
But she was demonetized for 90 days.
I gotta hit her up. We were supposed to get something. I gotta.
Yeah, she. So
anybody coming through on the
YouTube
replay?
Right now. I'm about sick of YouTube myself.
Leave a comment, #replay, drop an emoji, something, help us out. Subscribe to all the channels. Oh, myself, I just did a pajama Sunday, y'all. So go ahead, check that out. We're talking about breast cancer awareness and a little bit of mental health and self-care. I'm going to be joining Inga and the gang over to do the Penguin. And then after that, I'm going to be doing Found season 2, episode 4, 5, whatever the last episode was. With the ladies, and Monday the first 2 episodes of Beauty and Black. We're only doing 2 lives after that, y'all, since Inga throw me under the bus, say she wanted to do all 8. We're not gonna do 4 lives. We're gonna do 3, okay? So yeah, tell a friend.
Miss Karen wanted to stretch it all the way out to December. I mean,
I was going to
Tyler came up with something else by the time we got to episode 8.
2 at a time, but it's whatever. We're gonna do 3 for the next 2, and we just gonna shut the shop down. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get Karen and Inga to 1,000, y'all. Please hit the subscribe.
Yes, please, Lord. Let's
it's free.
Work it out. Free 99. It don't cost you nothing. You just press a button. It don't even hurt at all. I promise.
Right. And it's good content. It's good content.
He said, "Don't
thank you, love." All right, we gonna get out of here. We'll see you good people next time.
Bye, y'all.